All right, welcome back to another one of our videos. Today we are highlighting the Bernina 790 Crystal Edition. This is the Bernina special edition for this year. So every year, Bernina comes out with a special edition machine, which means they put a ton of gifts with it, and then it has a custom special faceplate that's not going to be repeated on any other machine. So for 2021, Bernina has released an 880 and a 790 version of this crystal edition. It comes with Swarovski crystals on the faceplate, crystal being the theme. And today we're going to be talking more about the features of this machine. If you're interested in all the cool gifts that come with these special editions, my coworker Wendell already did an awesome video highlighting the Bernina 880, which is their other top-of-the-line machine, and you can go watch his video to see more about the special gifts that are going to come with this machine. Today, though, I wanted to speak more about what it means to get a Bernina top-of-the-line machine. The 790 is Bernina's top 7 series machine, and so what that means is you're getting 10 inches of space here through the needle, which means you have plenty of room to fit a quilt for your quilting projects. It means it comes standard with embroidery. It's not optional, it comes with it. It's packaged in. And actually the Crystal Edition is the first machine that's going to come out standard with the Smart Drive Technology embroidery module. So this is a newly designed embroidery module that's going to be faster and quieter than the older Bernina module. And the Crystal Edition is the first one you can get. No additional charge, it comes with it. The 7 series machine, if you've already watched Wendell's great video on the 880, is distinct in that it has the classic bobbin system. And so this is going to be the bobbin system that we know and love, with the standard bobbin case that gets removed. It is, of course, as you might be aware, the larger bobbin that Bernina now features in all of their machines except for the 3 series. This holds 70% more thread, so especially for people who are looking to embroider, great to not run out of thread in the middle of your project. Same thing if you're looking to quilt your quilts with this machine. 7 series machine also comes standard with dual feed. Dual feed is this little foot that comes down in the back of the machine that will walk along with your project as you sew. When you don't want to engage, you simply pop it up and it stores itself back in the back of the machine. Also standard with the 7 series 790 is sideways motion. So sideways motion is only put on the top of the line Bernina, so only on the 880, only on the 790. What that means is that in any of my decorative stitches where I have this little 4-point arrow, that means it's an extra large stitch. The feed dogs in the 790 can actually move sideways and feed your fabric sideways, which means you're not limited to the size of the hole in the foot there, which is 9 millimeters. If I select one of these stitches, you can even see on the screen, which is showing us everywhere our needle's gonna go, that stitch is so big it doesn't even fit on my screen. Speaking of which, this is our 7-inch touch screen. It's much bigger than the 770, 740. And so you have a lot more room to view your project. What I love about the sideways motion capability, however, is the monograms. So the 790 will do gigantic monograms that look like you embroidered it, but you didn't. You just did it in sewing mode. So we'll do a B for Bernina. Oh, and here it is. Here's one of our safety mechanisms. It's checking to make sure that I have the right foot on. It wants the 1C. I do have the 1D on, so I'm just going to let it know that I have the 1D. We'll see if it lets me go. So normally that foot feature would be making sure that I didn't have the wrong foot on and making sure that the foot I have is aligned with what the machine knows I have so that I don't break a needle. So once that is finished, all I have to do is come back in and trim my jump stitches. And I'm left with a beautiful monogram that almost looks like I embroidered it, but I didn't have to go through the hassle of hooping up anything to use for the embroidery. Now, speaking of embroidery, let's go ahead and just take a peek at what the embroidery system looks like on the 790. Now, when you get the Crystal Edition, you also get a thumb drive, a little USB stick, that's going to plug into the side of the machine, and it carries 300 extra designs for you, in addition to the preloaded designs. It's talking me through prepping my embroidery. It reminded me to drop my feed dogs there. So here's our standard embroidery system. 790 comes loaded with a lot of designs. And then here we can see some of my favorite features about embroidery on the high-end 7 series machines. Same thing for the 8 series. We get a lovely big view of what we're doing. And then we've got this layer system off to the side. This is how Bernina lays out their embroidery, and I think it makes a lot of sense visually. So that if I add, for instance, another design, or I were to add some text to this, we'll just say crystal. There we go. Okay, we'll have to put it in a bigger hoop. And we can go all the way out to the maxi hoop on this machine. The maxi hoop is going to get you 8¼ inches of width. And you can also even go out to the jumbo, and it can cut off the part that's not able to be used on the jumbo hoop. The jumbo is designed for the 880, but if you had already invested in it, you're welcome to use it, and it knows what part of the jumbo hoop it can't use. What we can see is that I can use that layer system to arrange my designs how I want them. Zoom in a little bit. There we go. All right. And then one of the great parts of these upper end 7 series is that you can actually break apart designs into their components. So I can ungroup, for instance, my ladybug and its leaves. So if I wanted just the ladybug, I've now broken this design apart into the leaves, the different colors on the leaves, and the ladybug. And I can individually go through and throw away, for instance, the leafy parts. Oh, got one more leaf, perhaps. Okay, and now I'm just left with my ladybug. And to recollapse my ladybug back down into one complete ladybug, I simply say regroup, and I'm going to regroup all those back together, and I'm left with a ladybug and a label. There we go. If I hate what I've just done, I can also hit the undo button, of course. So as mentioned, the 790 Crystal Edition does come with some really cool gifts. The total value of the gifts is actually $4,660, which is classic Bernina. They put a ton of value in with their special editions. What I'm really excited about is, of course, the matching trolley and embroidery module case. It's almost a must to get travel materials with this machine. You need a rolling case, you need an embroidery case. And this comes matching. They're cute. They have the same Swarovski crystal sort of design on them. As well, if you're really into the Swarovski crystals, which why wouldn't you be, it does come with a crystal set, as well as some inspiration for what to do with your set of crystals. And then what I'm also excited for is it comes with a voucher for 50% off the new Bernina software, which is called version 9. This is their advanced software that lets you digitize your photos, create your own designs well beyond what you can do just built into the machine. And so 50% off this professional grade software is a huge boon to people who are looking to get the 790 to get into creating their own designs. As well, it also comes with an embroidery starter kit. That's going to be a starter set of stabilizer, starter set of thread usually, to get you going, to minimize the investment of materials when you get the machine. All right, so just so you know, as the holiday season is coming up, we do offer gift wrapping with a purchase of our Crystal Editions. So keep that in mind this holiday. And as always, thank you so much for watching our videos. We love producing content for you guys. It really inspires us, and we hope it inspires you. Thanks.